Hello, Miami. This is 305 Sports Now, your home podcast for all things Miami sports related. I am Will, and I just gotta say I have to give. I know I haven't talked much about college basketball and so on throughout the season, but I will have to say we have to congratulate the Jimmy Larrañaga and his Miami Hurricanes men's basketball team as they are ACC co-champions, finishing, pretty much with a conference record of 15-5 and co-sharing the title with Virginia, whom they shared equal record with as far as conference play goes. The Miami Hurricanes in general, they clinched, the co-championship by beating, Pittsburgh 78-76 this weekend. And it's been a great season for Jim Larrañaga. It's phenomenal how a lot of times the men's team doesn't get as much credit because they get overshadowed by the men's football team. I mean, it's just a matter because football has been such a king in the city for such a long time, and the men's basketball team, although they had some good teams in the past, especially with Leonard Hamilton and then Coach L, they've been pretty consistent, I will say, especially making tournament play or at least being competitive in the NIT. I will say that this has been probably Larrañaga's best year, and last year they made the Elite Eight. This has been his best year so far, so a little bit more higher expectations for Coach L and his team. Isaiah Wong, who people thought might enter the transfer portal after last season, decides to stick it out and was very successful. He averaged about 16 points per game. Norshad Ormir, led the team in field goal percentage with 59%. But it's not just those two guys individual. You have guys like Jordan Miller. You have guys like Nigel Pack, who's been an excellent, as far as a transfer from Kansas State, leading the team as a point guard, in particular. But the one thing I will say is that what makes this team gel and makes this team so successful is the experience of Coach L. I mean, Coach L has been coaching, for ages, and he has some very good George Mason teams, especially heading into the Final Four. He took that team into the Final Four, and he's done very well with this basketball team, through the circumstances. Now, with the athletic program getting more money, being more invested in by the university, who knows what's going to happen with Coach L as far as player personnel goes in the future. Coach L's teams are very well coached. All right. I've been to men's basketball games. I've seen him on TV, and the one thing that makes Coach L's team, Larrañaga's team, works is that every player knows their role and knows their assignment and is very disciplined. Even in semi-down years, where the Canes are competitive but not tournament competitive, you could see, that in the future, because Coach L does like veteran players, they're going to be pretty good. And they have been, like with Shane Larkin and Reggie Johnson and stuff like that. And now you have, again, Nigel Pack and Isaiah Wong. Those are players that, that are veteran players, and they know how to play basketball at the collegiate level, and they're successful for this team. So we'll find out sooner or later. The Canes are the top seed in the ACC. We'll find out sooner or later, when ACC championship play begins and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens with that as far as things go. March Madness is upon us. I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy that the Canes basketball team is doing very well. I'm very happy that the Canes baseball team is also doing very, very well as well. So all we need is football to get back on track. And I think, this year that's going to be the case as well. I had to throw a little football in there. You know me. It's going to be the case as well. So a lot to look forward to as far as the Canes go. The basketball team, I do think, will make a very significant run, especially since the ACC, is a very tough conference in basketball to play. So I think the competitive experience that Miami brings to the table, they could possibly make a better tournament run, and hopefully let's hit the Final Four. So we'll see what happens, right? Miami does play good defense, and, the management of the offense is very cohesive, very well unified as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, very short, straight to the point. Ladies and gents, that's it for me for today. If you like what you heard, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 305 Sports Now. I am Will. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. God bless. See you soon. All about the U. Go Canes.